This video will contain spoilers. Before I get into the Challengers review, there's a couple things I want to say about Lego Movie 2 game. It's not going to be an end review. I've decided that the middle review would also act as the end review because there wasn't much else to say. The only things I had to add were the music is surprisingly good. I don't know if it originates from the film or if it's original to the game. And there's more story to this DLC thing than there is to the actual fucking game, because it's like General Mayhem or whatever her name is sent out to investigate some things. So one of them was the fact that all the DC heroes and Lex Luthor crashed onto this planet and were wreaking havoc. Another one was Mayhem doing something else I don't remember right now. It was the princess or the queen or whatever that person was. It's like just some big fucking blob of Tupelo. They were hoping to get married to Batman, and they had Mayhem had to get something old, something new, and something blue. The princess already had something borrowed. And then there was another one with Rex doing Rex shit. But there's more story to it than there was to the actual fucking main game. So weird. Also, fuck that second planet where you have to build shit. Because what I did was, I got chests as I was playing the game anyway, but it wasn't enough. I didn't get everything, so what I did was I would hit a chest. I would go to the third planet, hit two chests that are pretty close to where you spawn, go to the next one. There's plenty of ones in that one, and go just keep on hitting chests that are nearby to where you are on each planet until you get back to Apocalypseburg. Go to the shop there and spend all your money on construction relics and keep on it with a nose until you get everything that you need. And then after you did all that, you only had half the bricks there. So you had to build more shit, and then you get quests for building it, where it's like, oh, thank you for building the Batcave. Now can you build me the Batmobile? Luckily, I had Batmobile, but most of them you had to get, which I didn't know how you got them. I didn't know it was just you had to buy them in the shop. I thought it was like you need to open them from like item relics. And then when I realized what you had to do, I didn't have enough money and I couldn't be bothered going around getting chests. So what I did was, there was a glitch with my mega relics. I think I already got everything that I could get from them, so I kept on getting duplicates. So it just kept on giving me more mega relics. Like, it was impossible for me to run out. And I got like 4k from each one that I opened. So I just kept on doing that till I had enough studs to buy everything. I could do it like very quickly now that I know what I'm doing, but just the process of finding out was, even though it only took less than a day, it was tough. Anyway, Challengers, universally positive ratings, watching cinema. I know I'm a little late to this one. What happened was that Savvy wanted to watch it with me, and then decided not to, and I waited. And also, I didn't want to go to the cinema on a work night, because I feel like if I did, then when I come home, there's not really much time between me coming home and me going to bed. But this started at 10 to 8, so I was like, fuck it. Anyway, Zendaya. This film made me realize that character is the most important thing in a film. Like I've thought about this before because we were talking about it in school one time, and I don't remember what I said, but I don't think it was character. But I have no interest in tennis, but I fucking loved this film, and it's because of the characters. Even though I think Zendaya's character, Tashi was very. I should look up if she is bipolar because that's what it felt like. Like there was a scene where, a couple of scenes just for context. It started when Patrick had asked her to train him, even though he would be going up against her husband, and she slapped him, told him to go fuck himself, all that. But then later that night, she was like, "Okay, fine, I'll do it." And she got in his car and all, and excuse me. She said, just be clear, we're not having sex. I'm going to train you, and that's all we're going to do. And I was like, oh, but I wanted sex. Just, being funny. And then they're talking a bit, and she's like, stop the car. Like, I'm walking. I'm just going to walk back to my hotel room. And he does, and he's like, wait, but your hotel room is in the opposite direction. And she just turns back, goes to him, spits in his face, then makes out with him, and they have sex. Like, I'm gonna look this up right now. It's not saying anything here, but it reminded me of Carrie in Homeland, the way that she acted. Okay, sorry about that. I forget where I got to. I remember that I was talking about I thought that Tashi was bipolar. And I think I finished everything I had to say about that, so I'm going to move on. Cinematography is very weird. There's a lot of times where it will go slow motion for no reason, and this isn't cinematography, but they'll play this score. It's the same score every single time. It's kind of like that "Pump Up the Jam" song, but without the lyrics, and they'll just have slow motion for no reason. And most of the times when they have slow motion, they'll play that, and they'll stop playing it, and then they'll play it again. And a lot of times when they play it, it makes no sense. There was just a scene where Art was sweating his balls off, and like the camera was like just below him, like the sweat was hitting the camera, slow motion, and they played it. And despite how stupid it is, and also there was bits where there was POV shots from Patrick and Art, and there was even a shot from the perspective of the ball, and it's so stupid, but I love it. Like the POV shots were terrible, but I actually quite like the one of the ball, and then just it ended very abruptly. Like usually with biopics like this, you always have like text at the end that explains stuff that happens after, but not with this. It just I think Art one. I'm not exactly sure, to be honest. And the hook out, and then it just ends. I think the only thing left I have to say is the fact that I love the way that the only thing they do to like age and de-age the characters is their hair. Like the longer their hair is, the younger they are. And then with Patrick, he just grew a beard out. It's like, and it's effective because Zendaya looks quite older with the shorter hair. Also, I think she should keep the shorter hair, to be honest. Same with Art. He looked quite older with the shorter hair, and then Patrick, the beard. I mean, yeah, the beard I can get that would do that, but the hair, I don't get how that works, but it does. Anyway, beginning review. Lego Force Awakens. Not be confused with the Skywalker Saga. I'm not playing the Skywalker Saga yet because I'm going to give that a second chance. Sorry to take a drink. I don't get the reason why there's a prologue that was just episode 6. Like, they don't give a recap of episode 6 in the film. So I don't get why they have an entire level that's dedicated to the last half of the film. And then they cut to Force Awakens. Also, the voice acting is amazing. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to find this on IMDb because I feel like a lot of the time they credit the actual actors from the films, even when they have nothing at all to do with the Lego version. And maybe they're taking voice lines from the film, but I doubt it. I feel like they're actually getting people in a recording booth to record the lines. But let me look on IMDb. Right, Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. Huh. Finn is, or I assume when it says FN2199, they mean his Stormtrooper voice. Oh yeah, there you go. John Boyega as Finn. Gwendolyn Christie as Captain Phasma. Anthony Daniels, C-3PO. Well, I'm not surprised Anthony Daniels came back, but there you go. Carrie Fisher, Adam Driver, all that. Because I was going to say, I know I said this with Bob Odenkirk's character in Incredibles, but it applies to everyone in this. The voice acting is uncannily similar. I don't think I needed to use the word similar there. I think uncanny was the perfect grammar. But it just, I can't help but feel that it's not actually that they got the actors back in the booth, because I can't imagine doing this, making Force Awakens and then being told, oh, by the way, can you do voice acting, just say everything that you've just said, but it's going to be voice acting instead of regular acting, because we want to make a Lego game out of your film. It's especially Harrison Ford. I don't think Harrison Ford would be sign me the fuck up. I think fucking Lego, because it's Harrison Ford. Anyway, the only other thing I have to say about the game is that it's very funny. I know that's part and parcel of a Lego game, that they make it funny, and what have a feeling that with Skywalker Saga, that it's going to make the films look good. This is making me nostalgic for the film in a good way. I liked it when I seen it, but thinking about it now, it's hard to think about it without thinking of Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, because Force Awakens is an okay film on its own, but just the sequel trilogy as a whole is absolute dog shit. And despite the fact that Force Awakens is a decent film, I just can't help but think of it as a shit film, but this gets rid of that playing this game. Also, I know I should probably save this for the Skywalker Saga review, but imagine pouring let's say $400 million into two films, and then they're being absolute shit. And then some company makes a Lego version of your film into a game, and it is way better than your fucking film.